Now, how does your unit handle situations when there is no response from the taxpayers?
If there's no response, just like I said earlier, the law expects that it should respond within a time frame. But in situations where the taxpayer doesn't respond, the tax authority would definitely write, requesting for payment of the liability. But really, in some cases, the taxpayer will end up responding as soon as they get a letter from us, giving reasons why maybe sometimes they claim not to have received, the demand notice. But uh, but we try as much as possible for fairness, to still giving those reasons. We still take the normal process of calling them for a reconciliation meeting, just so that we can give them the opportunity to express their uh, position on the tax assessment.
Let's take a look at something that has to do with investigations. The scenario whereby the tax agents are not able to carry out the investigations. What measures would your unit take?
As we all know, the tax investigation exercise actually emanates from the fact that the tax authority actually do have access to new information, which the taxpayer ought to have ordinarily made available in the course of statutory filing to the tax authority. In a situation like that, we try as much as possible to persuade them to see why the exercise is taking place. We stated clearly that it's actually because there's, access to new information. But a situation where the taxpayer still fails to, cooperate, we go ahead because we actually do have the information. So on the basis of this additional information, we can raise, this additional assessment. And it's now left for the taxpayer, to do the needful as soon as they receive a demand notice for the additional assessment. And you find out that the uncooperative attitude of the taxpayer will change as soon as they have a demand notice stating that the tax authority actually expects them to pay a certain amount of tax liability.